Welcome to JS Viewers TV. My name is Avni Parashar. Today we will be presenting the topic Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3 was the first spacecraft to land on the southern part of the moon. It was launched by ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, on July 14th of 2023. It successfully landed on August 23rd of 2023. It had a lander named Vikram and a rover named Pragyan. Now I'm going to pass the mic to Deep.
Chandrayaan 1 was launched on July 22nd, 2028, but it failed due to high radiation from the sun. Chandrayaan 2 was launched on July 22nd, 2019, but it failed due to a technical glitch when it was landing. Chandrayaan 3, as we all know, was one of the successful missions to the moon. The lander, Vikram, is named after Vikram Sarabhai, who is acknowledged as the father of the Indian space research, and the lander Pragyan means wisdom in Sanskrit. I'm going to pass the mic over to Yamna.
Chandrayaan 3 consists of three main parts. It consists of a lander module, a propulsion module, and also a rover with an objective to developing and demonstrating new strategies for interplanetary missions. The lander will have the capability to land softly on the lunar surface, and it has a specified lunar site in which it lands.
The main function of the propulsion module is to carry the lander module from the launch vehicle injection to the final 100 km lunar orbit and separate the lunar module from the propulsion module. Apart from this, the propulsion module also has one scientific payload, which helps separate the lander module.
Hello everybody, my name is Rayansh Bodu.
My name is Rayansh Sapa.
And I'm Jashmita Sappa.
We are Team Chandrayaan. Mission Chandrayaan. What really happened?
I'm going to tell you guys about Chandrayaan 1. So Chandrayaan 1 was the first probe in the Chandrayaan program, and its mission was to look for water on the southern pole of the moon. It failed due to the heat shield not working and sun radiation making the power supply malfunction.
So Chandrayaan 2 had many objectives, many goals, but it did find water molecules and water ice on the moon, and this is what made Chandrayaan 2 partially successful. It didn't land on the moon. It had to make very fast turns, and that ability was not programmed into the software, which is what made it fail. It wasn't considered a failure or a success, and you will see why.
Okay, so I'll be talking about Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3 had three main objectives: to demonstrate rover operations, to get a safe landing on the surface, and also to experiment on the site, which was the moon. So Chandrayaan 3, what it did was, it changed the rotation speed, it changed the thrust control, and it also changed the pathway of the spacecraft so that this way it would be much more successful landing. And it was successful, and it's known as the first spacecraft to land on the south pole of the moon, which is why it's so well known around the world.
Thank you so much, JSW TV, and we will make a real model of the GSLV the third. Thank you very much. Go Team Chandrayaan. Thank you, TFAS. Thank you for this opportunity.
We want to send a rover to the moon to find out if there's minerals, water, and more, just like the Chandrayaan 1 found water. We want to do this using a cost-efficient way known as the slingshot method. Now I will pass it on to our navigation expert, Dharmik.
Thank you, Davik. So now that we figured out how to get to the moon with less cost, we need to figure out how to make sure the rocket is in the right direction. To do that, we use a device called a gyroscope. Now, what the gyroscope does is that it balances the thing it's in. So if it's like this, it becomes like this. That's what they used in the Chandrayaan 3 landing. Now I will pass it on to our rocket orientation expert, Darshan.
Thank you, Dormik. So gyroscopes work because of three different principles. The first principle is conservation of angular momentum. The second principle is precession, and then the third principle is stability. Conservation of angular momentum and precession mean that when you push a gyroscope, it'll stay in its original orientation. Stability means that because of these principles, the gyroscope will stay balanced. Now, let's pass it on to our rover expert, Snitik.
Thank you, Meeta, for passing over to me. Hello, my name is Snitik and our team made a lander made of Lego bricks.
Now we're going to show the gyroscope. So the gyroscope balances no matter what.
Yeah, you can even balance on a thread, but we can't do that right now.
So it's balancing and it's not moving from the place it's in.
Thanks for the opportunity from JSW TV.
So our experiment is how we can simulate plant growth in microgravity. Plants grow in response to light and gravity on Earth. In our experiment, we're going to be seeing what happens when plants grow in microgravity. To test this, we use a device called a clinostat. A clinostat causes the small crystals in the plant cells to not settle to the bottom, so the plant does not know which way is down.
So what a clinostat does is it rotates in all directions, so the plant doesn't know which way is downwards. So it rotates like this. So after we did the experiment, we realized that with the clinostat, the plant grows in all directions, while when the plant grows in a vertical position, the plant grows upwards and the root goes downwards.
So what did we find out based on this experiment? We can test a lot of different things, such as muscle atrophy, bone density, growth and metabolism in other organisms. And this is how scientists simulate how things will react to microgravity before we even get there. Thank you to JSW TV.
Explain the clinostat operation of it.
The clinostat is just spinning, which causes the statoliths in this plant to not settle. So this is the device we used. Thank you. Thank you to JSW TV.
Thank you, JSW TV.
So our team name is Team Rocket Launchers. I'm Rakshan.
I'm Lakshman. I'm Ram.
I'm Harshin. So our project is on the colonization of Mars. So we're talking about how, when the Earth ends, where will we go next? Mars will be the solution to this because it has the necessary gases and living things for us to go on.
As he mentioned, the gases will help us live on Mars, and there's also like traces of water which we can also like live on. So how do we get on Mars? Well, the answer is simple: rockets. Rockets are these powerful things that use jet propulsion to go up into space. Some rockets are air-powered and some rockets are chemical-powered.
Chemical rockets are the most complex because you also need to know how much chemical powder you need and how much you want. These are a few of our prototype rockets. Many of these will be launching today. Be sure to check it out.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our presentations here. Thank you.
Please subscribe to.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe to.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe to
Jai Swaraajya TV.
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 Please subscribe to Swaraajya TV. Please sign in Ublood.
Please sign up for Ublood. Ublood app sign in అవ్వండి. రక్తదానం చేయండి.